everyone, Mark here from Soarfly Media. Now today we've got something pretty awesome, an interview with Annabelle Summons from UK2000 Scenery. Now UK2000 Scenery has been going for about, I don't know, 25, 27, 28,000 years, something like that. They're not that old, don't worry. Basically they make scenery for flight sim. That's Prepared 3D, FSX, FS9, that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I sent some emails, and yeah, I've asked him a few questions. So today we're going to let the scenery speak for itself, really. It's pretty awesome scenery, so we're going to let it speak to itself. So everybody please welcome Gatwick Xtreme. How you doing? Strong silent type, apparently. So yeah, let's just jump straight in. I sent an email with many questions, and he replied with many answers. So I'm pretty sure you've got a copy, yeah? Alright, cool. So we'll just ask away. What is your local airport? Right. You don't want to answer that one then, huh? Okay. How long have you been making scenery? You know what? Screw this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read out the question, and then I'm going to read out the answer. We don't need people like that in our lives. So, straight on with this. What is your local airport? Gary's local airport happens to be Prestwick. He lives approximately 40 miles south of Galloway Forest. So yeah, he's a Glaswegian. I cannot do a Scottish accent, so don't even ask. Anyway, I've asked how long have you been making scenery and what inspired you to do so? He said, my first attempt to make scenery was for Flight Sim 2. So, that long ago. Flight Sim 2 on the Atari ST computer. I managed to hex edit a few data bytes to correct a runway ID. And then for Flight Sim 5 I made a Battlestar Galactica model at Bournemouth Airport, which unfortunately wasn't released because he didn't have the internet. So, yeah. Battlestar Galactica model at Bournemouth Airport in 1998 with a freeware version. I just jumped straight ahead. Let me try that one again. Okay. Battlestar Galactica at Bournemouth Airport, it wasn't released. Proper scenery started in 1998 with a freeware version of Exeter and Bournemouth airports. The main single reason for doing it was a UK scenery airport product that was around at the time for Flight Sim 98. Wasn't very good at all. He said, I had just paid £40 for this rubbish. So I thought I could do a lot better. And I did so. And he did so. Seriously. Did you not see Gatwick Xtreme? I mean, sure, it's an ignorant piece of tarmac, but it's a good ignorant piece of tarmac. Okay, I then asked, do you plan to make airports outside the UK? He put, never say never. So it's a possibility. Never say never, but for now there is enough work in the UK. So people who live in the UK, hey! People who live outside the UK, just wait. I then asked, have you ever collaborated with another senior designer / company? Oh, sorry, it's that way, isn't it? I'm looking at this flipped that way. / company. And he put, no. I then asked, do you travel to every airport you build, to each airport you build? He put, most of them, yes. You can get a lot of information from the internet, but there is always that one little remote corner that only a visit can get you the right information. So, it's pretty cool. Who knows, I might see him at Teesside one day. I hope not. That's mine. It is mine. Don't come near it. I then asked, what is your favourite sim to build for? Now there's like millions of flight sims out there. There's, you know, the Ultimate Flight, or whatever the hell it's called. Flight Unlimited, that's what it is. That's the one I started off with, funnily enough. Flight Unlimited 1. Ugh. And yeah, he put with, that will be Prepared 3D. I think most users should move on from FS9 and FSX. So yeah, if you've got FS9 or FSX, like me, I've got FS9 and FSX. We should stop using it, because, you know, Prepare 3D is better, so, you know, just throw it away and pay out lots of money for a better thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it. I have. I then asked, what has been the most challenging scenery and why? He said, that would be Heathrow. It's just so big. That's what she said. No, that would be Heathrow. It's just so big and next to the default London City scenery, so it makes for slow performance. And I feel your pain, man. I feel your bloody pain. I really do. He said also the city, due to its proximity to London City, there is slow performance, so compromises had to be made during the design. I don't even know what to say to that. I then asked, have you ever got halfway through a scenery and then realised that something's wrong? We've all been there, haven't we? We've got halfway through something that we're working on and then suddenly something goes wrong that we've... Well, not something, no, we get halfway through something we're working on, and then we look back and like we've got it all in place, and we notice that something we started making at the beginning is actually wrong, and it's affected everything else. And he put, yes, scale, it can be a big problem. If you make something that is the wrong scale, it can take some time to correct. Will there ever be UK2000 scenery for X-Plane? He said, no. Can you tell us what airport took the longest? And he put Heathrow. Cool. About 1,000 hours to make. 1,000 hours. Can you imagine that? I spend approximately 30, 50, 100 hours at most on my scenery, and it's not even like half as good. Apart from Durham Tees Valley, I have really pulled the lead out on that one. Yeah. Anyway, about 1,000 hours to make. I can't even comprehend that. 1,000 hours. I mean, think about it, right? 40 hours a week is a full-day job, right? You know, 40 hours a week, full-time job, anyway. I then asked, do you fly on VATSIM or IVAO? And you put, I used to be on VATSIM, but it's now impossible. As soon as someone sees your name, it's chat, 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 chat. I can't fly and chat at the same time, so it doesn't work for me. That's alright, Gary, I don't fly on IVAO or VATSIM either. For one very good reason. VATSIM sucks, IVAO's even worse. I then asked, apart from me... Okay, let me explain this one actually, right? I email Gary on a regular basis. I don't email him just to discuss stupid things. I email him asking questions, and inviting him to dinner, and, I think I proposed once or something like that. No, I'm actually joking. If I did that, I think he'd have a restraining order. I wouldn't be able to email him at all. But yeah, I said, apart from me, how many people bug you by email on a regular basis? And he put, just me. And Chinese junk email. Why is the email for your contact support for at UK2000 Scenery? And he just went, I never got around to changing it. So he's always had support for. It never was a 1, 2, or 3, or is just a simple support even. Is prepared 3D more difficult to prepared 3D scenery more difficult to make than Microsoft Flight Sim scenery? And he said no, they're exactly the same. I knew that. I then asked, what was the first ever payware you released? That would be UK2000 Part 1, The Channel Islands, back in 1999. 16 years. I was 8. Then said, how long has UK2000 been around? He said, commercially, been running for 16 years now. I had several deals with publishers, but I've not liked those deals. And now there are no more. The last one that came to an end was PlaySim. Came to an end when PlaySim declared bankruptcy. I'm happy being back in control, and I would be too. Yeah, there is rumours. Rumours are going around the AU scene. These guys have these guys moonlighting for them simply because their textures look almost the same. Like, seriously, it's uncanny how alike those two sceneries are. Seriously, have a good look. Have a look at this. Same person, yeah? Now, he then asked, who are they? Nope, not me. Rumours he moonlighting for AU scene. Just a rumour, or is it true? The same! He says no, it's just a rumour. Anyway, I then said, what softwares, or software, do you use to create your scenery from start to finish? He said, my modelling is done using Animator. I'll put a link in the description for that one. I then use my own tools to convert those files into X format models, and then the FSX SDK. So, you know, this guy's still back in the old school days. He uses the FSX SDK. Anyone out there who uses the SDK for FSX needs a freaking kick in the teeth. Simply because I can't understand it. So yeah, the FSX SDK to make into Scenery. I don't use Gmax, I don't use 3ds Max, it's just far too unfriendly and slow. I also like the fact that animator file format is text-based, so I can make my one conversion, so I can... Learn to type. Read it. Yeah, anyway. Artwork is made using PaintShop Pro 7. Yeah, it's very old, and I have tried modern art programs, but you can't beat PaintShop Pro 7 for speed, ease of use, and it doesn't run out of memory. Not neither's Photoshop. Not on mine, anyway. You know what, I really should have asked what specs are your computer running on, because I would love to know. If you're having memory issues, Gary, then my computer's probably better than yours, and I don't have any memory issues on that at all. The only thing I have issue for memory with is things like this. Oh, and my external hard drive decided to go the other day. Yeah, the last thing I said there would be, will you ever sell copies of your creative tool? You know, his sort of own tool. He said no, because they are made for my unique needs, and they're a bit buggy in places. It would take way too long to make them stable. Yeah. I then said, is there anything you'd like to add to community, for the community? And he said, happy flying and keep buying. I don't know why that's... I don't know why. But that is something that I should have used years ago for Soarfly concepts. I should have just said, happy flying, keep buying.
Give me your money. I need your money.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment.